The flying 1,000 metres is in use for race number 7, and we've got the Class 4 gallopers out, but it's a pretty good field. This Forte at the top of the book has placed 2 from 3 second up. Excellent fighter, had no real right to win on debut, but he did, only goes up £1 for it. Cheval Valiant, first start since October. Flying High's drawn near the outside fence this week. Dashing Triumph, cheek pieces for the first time. Sparkling Dolphins, a 3-time course and distance winner. Gold Sterling on debut has had 3 trials. Prince of Porty 5 trials, and Uptrend 4 trials. They're both on debut also. And Glenelly General's coming back from the 1200 to the 1000. Handsome Rebel, he's having his first look down the Sha Tin straight tunic.
Yeah, he's been a good servant for his stable, hasn't he, from an early stage. As far as the pace is concerned, look, it's 1,000 metres down the straight, so they're only going to go quick, really. Cheval Valiant loves to lead and will go forward. Kowloon East Star is another. He also does want to lead. Now, he's drawn 1, so he's going to be more in the centre, but if he jumps well and can get across, then he'll certainly put himself in a good spot. Flying High can follow. Sparkling Dolphin not too far away. And Prince of Porty, Tom, one of a few newcomers in the race, he looks quite interesting, and he's drawn 6.
Yeah, he's been up on the pace in his trials. Cheval Valiant, we know, has got good gate speed down the straight here. Kowloon East Star could be a bit hit and miss at the start because he can play up in the gates. Flying High shouldn't be far away. Forte is also a horse that races just in behind the speed. And Gold Sterling's been okay, and his trials has Gold Sterling.
We'll talk more about Gold Sterling shortly, but firstly, Ricky, you've got some really promising horses, young horses. Chili Barbar, Mighty Stride, and of course this guy, excellent fighter.
Ricky Yu, excellent fighter, was very good on his debut. We're going to see him again on Saturday. How impressed were you with that first up win?
Whatever was expected, he ran well. I mean, even though with a bit of interference, he still managed to win. There was a good effort for the horse, you know, that just keep improving after the run.
And all of what he'd shown you in trials and track work leading up to that debut, you and the team were fully confident that he could do that first time out?
Oh, we were expecting him to do well. We've seen his trial. All his trials been good.
How's he been since then, Ricky? You've got a new jockey this time in, and you have trialled him.
Yes, I mean, he's one of the good jockeys in Hong Kong. Should run well again, you know, especially with De Silva.
He's drawn gate 11 now. Traditionally, you want to be sort of nearer that stands rail. I guess you can't really complain about where he's drawn, given that, you know, that might just sort of take bad luck out of the equation, possibly.
To me, 1,000 metre draw 11 is quite a good draw. Yeah. Pretty good draw. No complaint, as you said.
Yeah, the handicap has not been overly tough on you as well. He's only put him up £1. Looks a winnable sort of race, doesn't it?
Yes, it's still class 4. Yes, because he only won by a short margin. That's why.
Just on one or two of your other runners in the stable, I want to ask you about Voyage Bubble. He was very good recently. How has he come out of that race?
100%. He seems that he hasn't had a run after the race. You know, he'll run well again. You know, in the classic mile.
And just on Mighty Stride, I noticed he's been up to Chung Fa. How is he doing, that horse?
Yeah, a little bit of a setback in Chung Fa, but he's still doing well. At the moment, we don't have any plan for him, but he's a horse on his way up.
Certainly is. Just a really nice team of horses at the moment, Ricky, in the stable this season. They're all running really well.
Yeah, a lot of the youngsters, they seem that they're performing. Yep.
Well, hopefully this guy can come forward again on Saturday. Good luck with him.
Definitely hope so. Thank you.
There he is, Ricky Yu, with some really promising horses in the barn. We move on, Nick, to one of the first starters, Prince of Porty, in one of his trials down the straight at Sha Tin. He's about 3 or 4 in from the outside rail, and Forte is up against the outside fence.
Yeah, Forte is a horse we know a bit more about, and I mean, he's pretty honest, should give his running. As for Prince of Porty, well, he's been doing a pretty good job in his trials. He's had 5 in total, plus a couple in Australia as well, and I didn't mind the way he went about it in this trial here, Tommy. He clearly has an engine, and he's related to plenty of winners as well over varying distances.
Yeah, he was English yearling purchase for $35,000, trained by David Brideoak. He won a trial at Moe in Australia prior to arriving here. His trials look good. Zach Purton's been on board for a couple of them. So I like him in this race, and will Forte put up with roaring condition last time out. Always fancied to this horse, but just a one-time winner from 16. Looked really good earlier on, but I think so far he's been a little bit of a letdown after that.
Okay, so that's that pair. And trials now, Tom, up at Chung Fa with Cheval Valiant. we know him very well down the straight at Sha Tin.
Yeah, we do. He's a horse that's got plenty of gate speed, likes to get rolling and get going, and he'd been very consistent up until that first win, and he's been pretty consistent afterwards. He was a little bit disappointing last time out. He's had a freshen up 96 days away.
Yeah, he does go well fresh, this horse, and well, they'd be crying out for a 950 metre race, wouldn't they? Because he is on the vapours late, usually, this guy. But look, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he goes forward, he'll give you a big run for your money, and I'm sure he'll run his race again.
Let's look at some of the horses for race number 7. You've been a bit taken by one of the other first starters, Tom in Gold Sterling's trials.
Yeah, he's been actually trialling okay for Jimmy Ting, and he was quite an expensive purchase out of the NZB ready to run sale. He was 470,000. He trialled in New Zealand. He's led in a recent trial here, had company with Daring Pursuit. He was pushed out a little bit late, but on face value I thought the trials have been okay. Zach was on board for a trial 2 back when he ran 6th down the straight at Sha Tin, so take a chance with him. Excellent fighter number 2. I've been a fan of this horse through his trials, but was looking for some value here. He's currently at 3.3. Prince of Portian, actually Noble 1 ran on okay last start as well. He's got barrier 12, 8, 2, 9 and 6.
Yeah, that's the way I've gone here, Noble 1. I think he's not without some sort of chance. Wasn't the luckiest runner in the race last time out. That was the race won by Excellent Fighter, for which a few of them were a little bit unlucky. But I've got him on top to perhaps turn that form around. Excellent Fighter, clearly very progressive. Good to hear from Ricky Yu, of course, and he does look like a nice horse going forward. Prince of Porty has to go in on his trials form. I like what he's been doing. And Chevelle Valiant, he goes in as well. Has had a freshen up, does go well after a break, this horse. 6, 2, 9 and 3.
Race number 7 will double as the first leg of the 4th double trio.